Donnie, you're already here. Yes.
I've been here since this morning. I've been here forever. I'm always here. I'm always here. Just start Zoom and I'm there. You know, it's magic. I live here. I'm an avatar.
Brilliant. And we are so happy that you could join us. Very interesting two sessions we have run. First one was the idea stage pitching, and this one was startups which were one step ahead. These were pre-seed. And then after your talk, we'll have seed stage startups. So let's see how that goes. But different findings coming from different sides. So Donnie, before we jump into your topic, I know you have to log off at around 2:25. So you have around 25 minutes, 23 minutes.
I have 25 minutes and 2,700 slides. It's going to be like a fast-paced movie here. It's going to be fantastic.
Brilliant. But we'd like to know a little. You are very well known in the entire Nordic, even the global ecosystem. You will going around the entire world.
Nobody knows model. Me.
But tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we jump to your presentation.
Okay. What can I say? I'm a guy. I work at KTH Innovation. I've been an entrepreneur myself for the last 25 years. I've either started stuff myself or helped people start stuff for the last 25 years or so. I've been doing it professionally here at KTH for the last 13 years. And I still do it. I mean, other people have like gardens or pets and crap. I don't. So I start stuff. So that's me. I like working with ideas. I've always worked with ideas.
I think ideas is what keeps the world moving. I think whatever we see around us is ideas of somebody, and then which were built into something. So great to have you here, and we are talking about ideas. And in that, I think what we are focusing on your masterclass is also that how do you build a strong LinkedIn presence? Especially the event is about pitching. We are trying to focus on how startups should go ahead and pitch themselves at whatever stage they are. So it's been very iterative since the morning. So it's over to you, and we have till 2:25. Okay, you have till 2:25 because you have to log off.
Exactly. I have to log. I'll tell you why very soon as well. You can see my slides now. I have to log off in 26 minutes, something like that. Anyway, here we go. So friendly tip to everybody out there. I speak really, really fast. And since I have a shorter amount of time and a larger amount of slides, today I will be speaking incredibly fast. So whatever you do, start listening really quickly now. Here we go. My name is Donnie. Yes, I work at KTH. You know that. Fine. It's a university. You know that. Fine. KTH Innovation, we offer early stage innovation support for anybody at KTH, free of charge, no strings attached, no equity. It's magic. I mean, seriously, it's magic. A slide with lots of numbers. We've worked with a number of cases, thousands of ideas. Since I started, lots of funding, lots of people. The one thing here, though, I'm really proud of is that 73% of all of our current cases have some kind of conscious connection to either solving or working towards one or more of the SDGs, which is something we've worked very hard on achieving the last 3 or 4 years or so. We have a proprietary tool called the KTH Innovation Readiness Level model that I will encourage everybody to use. It's used today very widely. Startups, Swedish innovation offices, Swedish incubators, Vinnova, Swedish Energy Agency, and actually hundreds of universities around the world are using it now as well, and NGOs as well. So I will encourage you all, as if you have a startup, early stage idea, whatever, use the KTH Innovation Readiness Level to help you guide yourself through the journey. We have 6 generic scales of customer, team, business, IPR, funding, and technology to help you from 1 to 9. So check out that. It will help you in your journey. It's free to download, free of charge. Go ahead, enhance yourself. I have also started a foundation called Entrepreneurs Without Borders, which does more or less the same thing, but in the rest of the world. We support founders in primarily developing countries with helping them scale and grow their organizations. So if you have a social impact startup, you can get in touch with us, and then we can help you grow and scale your organization. And in short, we are entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs create jobs and through that prosperity. That's the whole idea behind that. The goals, it's all about empowering people and helping create growth for jobs, and through that, prosperity in their local communities. That's the whole thing. We have a day every year, the Sustainable Entrepreneurship Day, since we feel strongly that all entrepreneurship should be sustainable. We don't talk about social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship because all entrepreneurship should be sustainable, which means socially responsible as well, of course. So, always leave it better than you found it. And that goes for the world as well. So don't break stuff, make things better. 14th of December every year. So next week, actually, go to ewb.world and check out the link to Sustainable Entrepreneurship Day. We have an on-site thing downtown, but also an online 3-hour broadcast with panel discussions, keynotes, and also the EWB Award, our big award that we give out every year. So check out Sustainable Entrepreneurship Day next week, next Wednesday. Right, that's the intro. Fine. Today we're going to talk about LinkedIn and how to support your startup or your idea or whatever you do actually on LinkedIn. So you can follow me on LinkedIn. That's a good idea. I post almost daily on innovation, entrepreneurship, and leadership and more. And every week I go live on LinkedIn. Wednesdays, 2:30 p.m. Swedish, I go live on LinkedIn. This is actually today's episode. That's why I have to cut this wonderful talk short. I'm running the episode 88, the 88th episode of my Innovation Fika, which is my innovation coffee break that I run every Wednesday afternoon. Today with a good friend of mine called Theo Harian, who runs a creative retreat in the middle of Sweden. And we're going to talk for half an hour about how reflection can improve innovation. And don't worry, it will be recorded. It will be on YouTube. All of my written posts are on Medium. All of my recorded videos are on YouTube. So you can find everything afterwards online as well. So don't worry about that. But that's today. So how do you support your startup or whatever you're doing with a strong LinkedIn profile? First of all, realize that people, when they do a search on your name or your startup, one of the first things that come up on Google is your LinkedIn profile. That's one of the, if you search for yourself, your name, one of the first things, when I search for people's names, one of the first things that come up is their LinkedIn profile. So then I click on that, and then I expect to see the same person I met at the conference, or the same person who reached out to me with some kind of request for, be it an investment or be it whatever it might have been. So make sure that what I land on, the landing page, this is your personal landing page, actually reflects what you've told me. So here's some tips and tricks just to get it going. Tip number one, your profile picture. Just for fun, you can also Google bad LinkedIn photos. And there are actually some quite funny pages out there of don't do this kind of photos. But general rules for a LinkedIn photo is keep it recent and relevant. I don't want to see a picture of you, which is 10 years and 25 kilos ago. I want to see who I met yesterday or who I'm meeting tomorrow or who I'm interacting with right now. So keep the picture recent and relevant and update it on a yearly basis. If you change something or if you, whatever, keep it relevant and recent. Make sure that you reflect who they will be meeting in real life. So don't post the party pics of eyes going crossways and the whole sort of, I'm an adventurer, look, I'm in mud races, or I'm on a bike, or I'm at the gym, or whatever. If you're not a professional athlete, then that's not what we need to see. Who am I going to meet in real life? The same thing goes with stiff suits, the super stiff tie thing, and you're going, super stiff. That's probably not who I'm meeting either. So make it you and keep it natural. Make sure to use a high resolution picture. I mean, these are like stupid small tips, but they make such a big difference. High resolution picture, don't use a cutout. Don't pick a holiday picture and sort of cut out something and then blow it up so you're all pixely. Show me that you have honestly spent time on enhancing your LinkedIn profile, because I can see if you've actually seriously paid it the attention it needs. 60% of the picture should be of your head, and then there should be air. I don't want the whole sort of fishbowl thing going on. And if you want, use the pronunciation video. You know, you can upload videos. If you use your phone, you can upload a video, but you don't. Here's a secret tip. You don't actually have to record the video on your phone. You can record a video in a professional studio and then you can just upload the video into your phone, and then you can add it to your LinkedIn profile through the LinkedIn app. That's a tip. But use that video if you want to enhance the presence, if there's a pronunciation of your name you want to do, but you can use those 30 seconds of a video to actually sell yourself even more. I don't use it at this moment because I don't use it right now, but if it's appropriate for you, then hey, go ahead, but just make sure it's a good video. Tip number 2, the background photo. Don't skip the sunset or the mountain views or the beautiful steel structures of, I mean, if you're going to use your LinkedIn profile to work for you, then use it to work for you. Use your background. Don't clutter it with tons and tons of text, but use it to actually enhance your message, make it relevant. What are you trying to convey? Are you a startup that is doing some incredible things? Well, maybe something about the startup doing incredible things. Maybe your logo, at least your logotype. I mean, it's so easy. Who are you that I am meeting? And don't try and be everybody. Everybody has like 5 different social profiles in, you know, you're in the gym and you're a father or a mother or you're something like this, but, you know, use your LinkedIn profile and make sure to, again, make it work for you, right? Some examples here, a friend of mine, Tara Lafon-Gush, here, CEO, training corporate secretaries, teams, and CEOs. In her title, it says what she does, right? She can help me get more clients and increase reach. That's fantastic. A bit silly, but at least book an appointment today. At least it's actually saying what she does. And she's using her background there, her LinkedIn books that she's just released, now available, bestbrandsolutions.com, that whole thing. So make it work for you. Here's another one, the Swedish one, Linda Björk, who goes live every Friday. This one you should follow. She does an incredible live show every Friday, actually on LinkedIn. And here it is. She actually has her schedule on her LinkedIn background. So January there, it's the first one in 31st January, how to create content. And then in February comes marketing and so forth, so forth, so forth. So use your background. I mean, but don't clutter it too much. You still want to make it visual. Okay, that was the one. Skip the something. I had that. I wanted to double it again. Okay, make it work for you. Okay, here's another one. This is quite a nice one. It's nice and quiet, but it still is all about, you know, Gabriel's startup here. Previous startup, at Phoenix. Again, I want to see who you are and what you are doing on LinkedIn. So that's when I land. So if you're actually in a startup raising funds at the moment, I want to see that. So Sarah Jutmar from Cedar Republic, here for C-Stage Startup Pitching Panel. When I go to your profile, I would probably want to see something about that then. Hope it's there. So we'll see afterwards. Okay, and here's one. Another friend of mine, Sami in Kenya, Kuazone. Very nicely put, kuazone.com. What they do. However, if you see the small one mistake he has done, I would have preferred if he'd played around a bit more with the photograph and actually added that description, developing next generation innovators and entrepreneurs, so we could see it, because, you know, your head will actually go over the image. So make sure to actually work the image in your Canva or whatever you're doing there to make it work for you as well as a background. Okay, tip number 4, content. We haven't even started doing anything on LinkedIn. We're still working the profile here. You can add your pronouns if you want. You can add after your name. You can add she, her, he, him, they, them. This is funny because I thought, well, hey, I probably look like a guy I thought, and I probably sound like a guy I thought, but hey, no, because I've spoken to 3 people from Far East Asia, and they all thought I was a girl because my name sounded like a girl to them. So I've added he, him to my profiles. So it's always good as well. Both the pronouns and also the pronunciation video. If you add your video and say my name is, it's a very good way of avoiding people feeling awkward because they can't pronounce your name or they don't know what gender you are, just because looking at your sort of the name. So that's a good tip. Use your headline to stand out. And that's, you saw the Tara one, she added quite a lot. It was a bit of a silly one, but you can actually do a lot with your headline to tell me why I should get in touch with you, what you are looking for, why I should answer your request. If you sent me a request, I'm going, who was it again? I don't remember. And I check on your profile, it's like I can read the first thing I see in your headline under your name. It's like, this person. We're a startup doing this and this and this. Again, make your profile work for you. Don't keep it separate from what you're trying to do in the rest of the life, in the rest of the world, especially in business. And use the summary. When you write the summary, usually either people like, they write novels and novels and novels, or they do it really short, or they don't even do it at all. But either you use it to like tell a story and let us know who you are, but don't make it too wordy. Keep it quite short. Cut the buzzwords. Yes, we know you're passionate, and yes, we know you're executive and you're professional. Just keep it real, keep it honest and authentic. Tell us who you are. List some, if you're looking for a job, you want to list the relevant achievements in your summary. The first thing I see, if I'm looking for you, you've applied for a job, I'm checking out, okay, there's some good achievements there. I don't have to sort of go into your CV or your whole sort of work experience thing. And again, in the summary, you can be very direct. Why should I get in touch with you? Sell. That's where you can really sort of pitch your thing. Get in touch with me for this and this and this, or we're looking for this and this. Raising money right now. Found round closes 31st of December, whatever. You can actually use your summary to keep it relevant and see what's going on, because as you are active online, people will be looking at your profile. Every week I get an email saying how many people checked out my profile. And I have between 1,500 and 3,000 people checking out my profile every week. So I know that they're actually looking at my profile. So I try and keep it updated and make it relevant for them to look at it. Add relevant links, web pages, other pages that you want me to go to, add them there. Frightfully few people have relevant links on their LinkedIn page. And here's an important one. Please, people, add relevant contact information. So many times I want to get in touch with somebody and there's like an old Hotmail address from like 15 years ago. Still the first thing I see in their professional profile. I don't want to send an email to your Hotmail address. I want to send an email to your professional address at your startup. So please update your contact information, keep it relevant. And if you want people to be able to get in touch with you, make sure to have contact information. There. So let's start using the profile, right? So how do we use LinkedIn? First of all, you want people to know you as somebody who knows what they're talking about in the domain you're trying to make a mark. So if you're a startup in a domain that helps parents work half-time, the whole kid thing, then make sure to become an authority in that domain amongst parents who will be on LinkedIn and finding you there on LinkedIn. So become an authority in a domain. You do that by posting relevant content, joining relevant groups, being a discussion partner online. You have to actually work this network. And it's like 1 billion people on this network. You can do so much on this network. Here's one of the most important things. You create value for your readers. First, you need to understand, who are my readers? Who do I want to be my readers? And what do I write to them that they will want to read? What do they want to read? And then create value right from yourself. Be authentic. As Tara always says, authentic content, but with strategic direction. I want to follow you because you talk about these things. I'm interested in those things. I will hit your bell and I will follow all of your posts because I know you always post and discuss relevant content. So I will follow you for that. So create value. It's the number one thing that makes you stand out. Use images in posts to get a higher view rank, preferably yourself. Actually, a selfie, you will be surprised. The selfie will actually increase your reach a lot more than just a text post. So add images of people, preferably be yourself, and ask yourself one question. What stops you scrolling? When do you stop scrolling and actually look at a post? What makes you stop and look? It's usually an image and it's usually a headline. So use images and headlines that make people stop scrolling. Yes. Actively create community and followers, get to know people. And this is the hard part, because you need engagement. But I'm telling you what, you don't need a lot of time, but you need to be consistent. So if you're serious, I mean, I know I can give you names of people who have raised money on LinkedIn. They've actually raised, I mean, I'm talking millions and millions by only working LinkedIn, meeting investors and investors meeting startups the other way around as well. They've never met them in real life, They've only met them on LinkedIn. It's either indirect relations, and then from there to cold relations that they become relations if they work it. And it's not you if you're serious about this, if you start spending like half an hour a day, 5 days a week, like set aside in your calendar, like 8:30 to 9 every day, or whatever time, like between 9 and 10 something, set aside a half an hour and work LinkedIn, you will see how it actually will create incredible results for you. Increase your social selling index score. If you get over 70, you get more, that you get actually a 25% increase in reach. You can Google, how do I increase my LinkedIn SSI? It's 4 parameters, but Google that, LinkedIn SSI, get over 70, and your posts will increase 25% reach. This is a really cool thing. This guy, he's had like millions and millions and millions of views of every single post. He only writes in Norwegian for a Norwegian audience. He is super specific, but he writes really, and he only writes like, well, he has text and an image, but always really thought through, really value add, good posts. I love his posts. And you know, this is Norwegian only. 10,000 likes, 548 comments, 202 reposts for a LinkedIn post. This is reach, people. This is engagement. This is a guy that has become a thought leader in his specific vertical. So Fredrik Fornes, a really good guy to follow. Tip number 5, continue. The algo updates every 4 months or something. You can always Google that as well. What's the LinkedIn algo right now? Here's September. Here's the current one now. Keep 18 hours between posts. If you post more frequently than 18 hours between posts, they will cannibalize on each other and the reach will go down on both posts. Even though the combined reach might be good, but both posts will go down if you have less than 18 hours between posts. So don't post too often, once per day. The 90 minutes after posting are your most important times, because up 90 minutes, if you engage with your own post and the people commenting and get comments in and engage with 3 other posts within those 90 minutes, you actually increase the reach to 25% of that post. Then the following 8 hours after those 90 minutes, you keep engaging at least once an hour or something, up to 8 hours. Then you add another reach increase over lifetime views of those posts. And what actually makes people see your content? People who like your posts will have a 30% increase of seeing your next post. If they comment on your post, it's a 70% increase of seeing your next post. If they share your post, 80% increase of seeing your next post. And if it's a DM, direct message, 85%. So you're seeing that interacting with people and having them interact on your posts because you actually written something that creates value will increase your reach up to 85%, right? And a new connection will see all of your new content for the coming 2 weeks. So it's all about creating new connections, adding value, creating posts that will want them to interact with your posts. And you can only do that by interacting with their posts. Oops, what happened there? Sorry about that. I have to go down to the last slide there. Yeah, that one. Okay. Tip number 5, the algo. Documents, carousels are up, so you're adding uploading PDFs or making carousel video about carousels. Super simple to do on Canva. Video is actually down right now, but use carousels if you want to create value intense content. Never like your own post, for Christ's sake, and don't be the first to comment on your own post. Don't have links in the post that leads away from LinkedIn. And yeah, when you interact with people, use their posts and comment fields, misspelling there, comment on people's posts. That's your primary interaction. Join interest groups, connect through people through there. Don't do cold calling, as in don't just send requests. If you're ever going to send a request to people, make sure that it's somebody that you've connected to before in a comment field or a group, or at least never sell. Don't say, hello, I've never met you before, buy my consultancy firm. No, don't do that. Just connect with people and say, hey, you have a really interesting profile. Let's stay in touch. And then after, add value to their life, and they will want to buy from you within 2 months without you ever having selling. So don't sell, add value, create stuff, and interact with people. There. Whoosh. Swish.
Wow, that was super powerful. Don't sell, add value, and yeah.
Wait. More to come here.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget, use the LinkedIn app as well, because in the app you can go to network and you can get to yourself and you can check the scan the QR code. That will also give you your QR code, which you can download if you want to your computer as a JPEG and add to any kind of presentation like this one. Here's my LinkedIn profile. And then, of course, here's me, Donnie Lygonis, on all social media. Find me there, kdhinnovationreadinesslevel.com, ewb.world. There, now I can shut up and leave the room. Thank you.
Yeah, there were lots of questions. You don't have time for a question.
Okay.
You can take just the last one. Which is more effective, writing an article on LinkedIn or writing? Where did it go? Writing on external blog.
Articles are down. External blogs are down. I would say write a post and add a carousel. That's what the algo likes right now. In February or January, it will have changed again probably, but that's the thing right now.
Great. The chat is on fire. You started it.
Awesome.
But
good seeing you all.
Thank you so much.
I'm going into the next studio here.
Rush. Take care. Bye-bye.
Follow me on LinkedIn and I'll see you soon and whatever. Just connect with me. Connect.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. See you online.
Thank you, Donnie. Have a great day. Jens, if we can...